So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? And it's Nakata. He's been slipped through. Haaland, up he goes! Goal! Leon! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. No foul, says the referee. Howson getting this one clear. Alonso. That's really well manoeuvred. And the keeper's got it again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nicely weighted ball. Casillas claims comfortably. That looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Hazard. Some resolute defending there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Threads one in, played back in, that's an excellent interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition...
It's Nakata! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's made its way to him. Zanetti. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's taking no chances there. Fiore, can he spark a counter here? Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's gone looking for safety. Zanetti makes the interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Donadoni. Zanetti. Tries to pass it through. Donadoni. Cross into the box. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's ambitious. It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Holland!
1 minute added time.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Cleared without complication. Cleared away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there's the clearance. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Lyon can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Lyon really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and they've got rid. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Fiore. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here. Looks a good ball through. Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? This looks promising. He's got away. Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And this is Hazard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Forlan! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And he's managed to get rid. Now that's well seen too. Looking to play him in. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Xabi Alonso is there and he can get that clear. Rijkaard. And he's heaved it away. Lyon have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Can he get on the end of this? Lyon can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the...
Could be danger here! And that's gone loose. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish?
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Looking for the run. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
He'd been asking for that, Peter, and it puts him under much more pressure now.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's there to get it away. And they're back on the ball again. Thinks one through. Great work on the overlap. Zanetti gets it away.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
And that's a Memento! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, no way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Neymar. He's being a great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is the last effort of the game. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what...